Politics and geopolitics news. EU and US negotiate lower duties on cars, feet. EU members approve 18th package of sanctions against Russia. Callers, the EU has just approved one of the toughest sanctions packages against Russia to date. More than 50 individuals, businesses and organizations have been hit by the new sanctions. The package includes a new oil price ceiling. The price will drop to about $47.60, diplomats. EU's 18th package of sanctions against Russia includes a new ban on transactions related to Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2. Corliss, Rosneft's largest refinery in India listed. Corliss lists Chinese banks and 22 Russian banks, disconnection from SWIFT. Ban on imports of oil products based on Russian crude oil to the EU. New export restrictions on dual-use equipment. Trump pushes for minimum tariffs of 15% to 20% on all EU goods, feet. Financial and stock market news. Netflix reported better than expected revenue, up 16% in second quarter. Railroad operator Union Pacific is in talks to buy rival Norfolk Southern. Moody's upgraded Argentina's rating to CAA1 from CAA3. US stocks rise, dollar falls in anticipation of Fed rate cut, Bloomberg. Japan, consumer inflation CPI, June. MOM equals plus 0.1% YOY. YOY equals plus 3.3% YOY. Core CPI equals plus 3.3% YOY. Japan's core inflation slowed in June as expected, down from a 29-month high. CNBC. Goldman Sachs predicts that the Bank of England will begin successive rate cuts in November 2025, with the rate reaching 3% by March 2026. Apollo, a bigger bubble has inflated in the US stock market than even the 1990s dot-com boom. Synthetic diamonds are gradually replacing natural diamonds from the market. Over the last 10 years, their share has grown almost 20 times. The decline in interest in natural diamonds has been observed over the past 3 years. ChatGPT learned how to shop and prepare presentations, Bloomberg. This week, China injected the most short-term cash into the economy since January 2025, Bloomberg. Roblox will become a dating center where adults can flirt on the platform. US equity funds have attracted just under half of total flows this year, down from 72% in 2024. Foreign inflows have slowed to less than $2 billion in the past 3 months from $34 billion in January. Vofer, Epfer. Waller, Fed. If the president asked me to serve as Fed chairman, I would say yes. US housing starts, June, equals plus 4.6% MOM. Today is a major expiration in US stock options, $4.3 trillion, Goldman. My farmer plans to buy $100 million worth of LTC for its balance sheet. MEP equals plus 36%. US Michigan consumer sentiment, July preliminary, equals 61.8. US 1-year consumer inflation expectations, July preliminary, equals plus 4.4%. US 5-year consumer inflation expectations, July preliminary, equals plus 3.6%. IMF, global inflation is forecast to fall, but at a slower pace to 4.3% in 2025 and 3.6% in 2026. Chinese company Uptech Robotics has unveiled the world's first humanoid robot that can change its own battery. Meta says it will not sign the ARI agreement with Europe, calling it excessive interference that will stall growth. Crypto world news. House voted in favor of Genius, Clarity, and anti-CBDC bills. The documents are being sent to Trump for his signature. SharpLink Gaming plans to raise another $5 billion to buy ETH for its balance sheet. Enlightify will start buying cyber tokens for balance. Trump intends to open up the $9 trillion US pension market to invest in assets beyond stocks and bonds, in assets like crypto, gold, private equity, FUT. The president is preparing an executive order to allow for 401k pension plans to use a wide range of alternative assets. K33 Research believe that traditional 4-year cycles in BTC with deep corrections are a thing of the past. The reasons: maturation of BTC as an asset class, growing adoption among institutional, corporates and sovereigns. SharpLink Gaming has bought another 32,892 ETH for balance. The whale that woke up after 14 years of hibernation transferred the remaining for 0.191 BTC to Galaxy Digital on Thursday. Look-and-chain analysts said for the sale. Trump Jr. Backed Thumbs Up Media has received board approval to invest $250 million in BTC, XRP, Doge and other cryptocurrencies. BTC-backed mortgage launches in Australia. American Express, Bank of America, Santander are actively using XRP data. Today the total cryptocurrency market capitalization reached a new $4 trillion mark. This is an all-time high, with 22% growth recorded in July alone. SEC head: stablecoins fall under the jurisdiction of banking regulators. DYDX buys cryptocurrency social trading platform Pocket Protector. Bit Digital Miner brings ETH balance to 120,000. Charles Schwab to launch BTC and ETH spot trading, CEO. BTC's dominance is falling fast. Everyone around is talking, and the media is writing about the season of altcoins, monitoring. SEC head Paul Atkins: passage of Genius Stablecoin Act is a major step forward for cryptocurrencies. American Express is exploring the use of stablecoins, CEO.